you talk to. Don't stop listening to them cats, man. You listen to them cats.
All right. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition, episode 7 of the new Let's Get It Sports Talk. I'm one of the hosts, Doc Bryce. I'm sitting over to my left is Coach Marcus Bullock and also Coach Fred Petit. Just want to get started. Let's just talk about, first of all, how you been doing, MB?
Good. All's good. School in full swing. Fall basketball kicks off today. I know we're out in. I believe you guys are as well out in Philly. So getting ready for that. But I don't get to do anything. Don't get to coach. I just gotta sit there and watch. But it's all good. Sometimes that's a better seat, especially in the fall when everybody knows what they're doing. I can't get upset.
Okay. Yeah. True indeed. How about you, Fred? How you doing?
Pretty good. Back in the full swing of school. I forgot how tiring the schedule can be, but excited. Good to have a routine again.
Well, that's good.
How about yourself?
Hey, you know what? Not too bad, man. Just like I said, I'm on a healing journey. So this week was it's an up and down week, I'd say. You know what I'm saying? Some good, some bad, some but what they say, sometimes if you go in the darkness, just make sure you come out in the light, man. So
Sure.
I'm in the light right now, so it's a good day. You know what I'm saying? But now I'm doing well though. Doing well.
Let's. I think we gotta start. Let's just get this out the way.
I don't blame you.
Let's get out the way. Let's start with the Phillies.
Okay.
Tough loss yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Got beat up by the Mets.
Mm-hmm.
But this is why I'm not a true Philly fan in the sense of how everybody thinks of Philly fans.
Sure.
We're still the best team in baseball.
Okay. Yeah,
I mean,
at the end of the day, you're right.
Right?
You guys are.
So it was one game. We've been on a roll. One game. Our ace let us down last night. I knew that was coming. Listen, I knew that was coming. He pitched very well until he didn't. Everything was great. He had one bad inning and it got out of hand. And the bats weren't there either. A lot of times it's tough to, and I don't know this. I just assume this. If you're pitching very well, so he had a shutout going, but then your team isn't hitting the ball, so now it's 0-0. That's got to be frustrating.
Absolutely.
And then you're putting pressure on yourself that you have to keep making perfect pitches. And when you start trying to make perfect pitches, that's when bad things happen.
So, good
point. It's one game. Come back today, but the Phillies got a tough stretch ahead of them.
They do.
They got the Mets, then they got the Brewers, then they got the Mets again. So they gotta win more games than they lose to stay in a good spot for the playoffs. Whether that's the 1 seed or the 2 seed in the NL, I think that's important that they get that.
Okay. All right. So I didn't watch the game. Okay. I watched some parts of it, but by the time I watched it, it was already 6-0.
Yeah.
And I said, "Wow, my gosh!" And then I said, "Well, I wonder if it's the uniforms that make them that way." You know what I'm saying? No, because people didn't like the uniforms. You know what I'm saying? How do you feel about these uniforms? Do you like them or you don't like them?
You know what's crazy? I don't like the uniform at all.
Okay.
I like the hat though.
The hat's dope.
I think just wearing it. When I see people walking around wearing the hat, I'm like, that's a dope hat.
Right.
But when you put it all together, I'm like, that's too much.
It's too much. It's too much going on.
And there's no it's just so different.
Yeah.
I feel like this, the Sixers when they have their city uniforms or whatever,
mm-hmm.
There's something that still relates to their uniform,
right.
The color, the something.
Yeah.
This is just what are we doing?
Yeah, it's I don't really understand it. Yeah. What about you, Fred?
Yeah, I don't get it. I do like the uniform. I just don't understand how it ties into the city.
Right. There's no red, white, and blue. Yeah. There's no nothing.
I don't like the gradient how it flows from
It's almost like the Sixers. Remember when they changed the Sixers to the black ones with Iverson era?
Yeah.
I didn't like those.
Everybody sees those as the best Sixers.
But I didn't like the blue. The blue jerseys though?
The blue, it was the white and the black. You had blue, white, black.
I'm saying everybody thinks the black jerseys are
the best, right?
Because I think Tyrese Maxey might have taken a picture with one on And now everybody's like, they're coming back. Everybody's, I'm like, I hated like how the sleeves were.
I didn't like it, right.
So long.
But I think that's this nostalgia though. Like you think back to that time,
Sure.
AI running things.
Sure. And I guess that's, because my favorite era of the Sixers was like in that 80s era. You know what I'm saying? So when they switched that uniform, it was like, I didn't really care for it. Yeah. I really liked the Spectrum throwback. You know what I'm saying? It was like 2 years ago or whatever. And they're actually coming back again with a version of it. I don't know if y'all saw Joel Embiid. He was wearing the jersey or whatever. But yeah, so that's the jerseys, whatever. But the Philly one, like, I'll be honest with you, it's growing on me a little bit. Only because you can see that, I don't know, it seemed okay to me, but it doesn't represent the Phillies. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's the reason why. I'm just saying, I mean, you have to believe in like, like the little hocus pocusy certain, certain things or whatever. And I'm sad to hear. I knew that when I saw Nola out and that he was the one that gave up the runs, I said, oh man, there go that's going to kill my argument for that. He's the real ace.
Yeah, like I said, man, he pitched 4 very good innings.
Okay.
With no support, no help. I mean, they didn't score a run till the 9th inning. They had a 3-run home run. That's all they scored.
Okay.
So I mean, like I said, I think it's tough to pitch in those. If he goes into the 5th inning and the score is 2-0 as opposed to 0-0, it might be a whole different. Because now you can start pitching differently. So you never know. So you got to put that on the.
Yeah, that's true.
The hitting as well.
That's true. I don't know. I just kind of I want the Philly. Like I'm thinking about going to the game today, right? The only reason why I'm thinking about getting the Mets jersey, and I figure I can rock my number 2 team or whatever. Yeah. But I don't really know anybody on there except Lindor. Yeah. Is that the one that's hitting the home runs and stuff? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But anybody else? Oh, I'm sorry. What's his name's pitching today? A former Yankee, Severino. Sevy. Yes. So I want to see how Sevy do, and so I might go to this game today. You know what I'm saying? I'll stop by the Wall of Fame. I'll stop, take the kids there. You should
have plenty of time. Give yourself plenty of time.
How about them Yankees though?
Yeah, I mean, they're playing the Red Sox right now. So
Red Sox stink, don't they? Yeah.
Stink. Yeah. I mean, they don't stink. They're 500, but that's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was just looking at the Yankees schedule. The Yankees have it set up very nicely for the rest of the season. They have won 3-game series with the Orioles, and other than that, they're playing teams that are struggling. So they got it set up pretty nicely if they can get it together.
They do. What do you think about them going to those 2 teams meeting in the World Series? Do you think that it's a possibility?
The Phillies and the Yankees?
Yes. I was on a walk today, and this older guy, he had his Philly stuff on, and I said, "Oh man, tough loss." And he was like, "Yeah, we're talking about the pitching, the hitting." He really is focused on the batting, the hitting. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Well, maybe the Yankees and they might." So he thinks they're on like destined to meet. Is that how you feel too, Fred? Or are you a baseball guy, Fred? Or?
Not really.
Not really. You don't really care about baseball.
Yeah, not for the most part.
Okay. Now you know when playoff time comes?
No, I'm a big bandwagon fan when the.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's situational with you.
Yeah. I went tailgating last year for the first time, and I was a Phillies fan, like big Phillies fan, for like 2 weeks.
So that's interesting. They tailgate for the. I know Coach.
Yeah. They had it.
Wow. I guess they do. Yeah.
I was trying to get tickets into the game and everything.
Wow. Okay.
So you tailgated without tickets?
I did. Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. Okay.
Got invited by some friends, went over there. It was a good time.
It was a good time. You was chilling, had a good time. Yeah, wow. Now, so what team do you root for when it's time, though?
Oh, the Phillies.
Okay, so it's okay.
Yeah.
So
I keep my eye on them. Like I'll have it on as background noise. Like had it on a little bit last night. So I'm not completely oblivious to what's going on, but
right. So so you're a fan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So do you see them 2 meeting in the playoffs or?
I would hope, by this time of year, I'd have thought whatever, ills the Phillies were going through midsummer, they'd have figured out. But it seems like they're still in that low period. And if their pitching is going to struggle and the bats are going to struggle, it's going to be hard for them to even get to that.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So I still have them destined to meet, though. You know what I'm saying? And when did the playoffs start? That's beginning of October? Yeah. So and one thing I wanted to ask you, they have this moniker or slogan, let me just say that, called The Hunt for Red October, Phillies baseball. right? Is that their saying, or was that somebody else's before? Did they come up? I mean, we all know the Hunt for October. October's a movie, right? So, but I'm saying, was that their, like, and I'll tell you my argument. My argument is like with the Eagles. People call the Eagles Gang Green. And I'm like, nah, that's the Jets, bro. And then I see the fact that the Eagles took the Jets song. You know what I mean? EAGLES. You know what I mean? We had JETTL, whatever, that Jets, whatever, you know.
Just one T for you.
Okay, yeah, right.
I think once you're bad for a certain amount of time, you kind of just give those things away.
Oh, okay.
You surrender.
Okay.
You surrender.
That's all right. Okay.
And
That's all right. That's all right. That's all right. I didn't know we were starting so early. Okay. I was still trying to warm up into the situation. Okay. No, listen. I got the. You're right. You know what? I guess the Hunt for Red October has become synonymous with Philly baseball.
I mean, what other team would it be?
Could have been the Reds.
Didn't they have weren't they like the Big Red Machine or something?
Back in the '70s.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
it's all good. It's all good. I'm wanting them to win. I'll be honest with you. To get to the series though. Once they go to the series, it's a wrap. I'm not rooting for them no more.
what if it's not against the Yankees?
I'm rooting for them.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, are the Mets in play for the playoffs?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So is there a chance that the Mets or the Metropolitans will meet the Phillies? Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a chance. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, if that happens, then I'm jumping. I'm jumping off of off of the off of the Philly bandwagon onto the Metropolitans. You know what I'm saying? So
the only thing I ask if that happens,
okay.
can you just learn a couple of players? That's all.
Oh, the Mets.
Yeah.
Well, Lindor. I know Lindor.
This could be like 4. That's all.
I'm
saying if it happens.
I can't, Joe.
So like
Block Severino.
I know you can name more Phillies. So like,
absolutely, absolutely. Well, proximity.
So that's who you should be rooting.
Yeah. Well, no.
It's true sports fan, man. I respect it.
I appreciate
It's like
that.
every team. It's like every team.
No,
I respect.
No. I enjoy. Like, truth be told, I just enjoy all New York teams. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. If you listen to a lot of New Yorkers, or if you know a lot of New Yorkers, they'll tell you like, yo, listen, I may root for, this might be my squad, but I root for all New York teams.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
just so boring.
What?
It's just
to root for all teams?
Because like you're never in. Like you're never fully like you're just like it's like this doesn't go well. I still got my Nets. If this doesn't go well, I'll just go root for the Jets. Like, yeah, that's boring. Like,
really?
Yeah, I think that's boring.
Okay, well, so do you think? Let me ask you a question, and you're gonna catch this right away because you're highly intelligent, bro. But what's the benefit of having 2 cars?
2 cars?
Yeah, 2 cars in life. You got 2 cars. What's the benefit of having 2 cars? Fred, you got to slide over. You got to slide over. Yeah.
If I mean, I guess where you're going is if one breaks down, you have another.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So one team.
Then you got 2 insurances.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely negatives that come with it.
That really means multi-car discount.
Multi-fan discount.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yo, listen. At the end of the day, like you're right. I'm a true sports fan, and I have several teams I like. Like I'll root for the Phillies if it's not playing none of my New York teams. Yeah. Same thing with that changes when it comes to the Sixers, though. Right. And that's so that you've seen that where sure. That if they play in New York, I'm hating the Knicks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, but if they're not playing the Knicks, then I'm loving the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, man. But no, good stuff though. So what's the Phillies? Before we wrap up the segment, what's the Phillies schedule like?
They got the Mets for 2 more games. Then I believe they got the Nationals. No, then they have the Brewers. Okay. Then the Mets again. So they got a tough little stretch coming up, right? Because that's teams that are all right there in that playoff.
And they got the Mets up in New York, in Queens?
It's the second time. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
They're home right now, yeah.
Okay. All right, well, listen, man. Listen, like I said, I see the Hunt for Red October is here soon. Hopefully, the Mets and the Yankees and listen, ladies and gentlemen, any other favorite teams that you may like too, I hope they get busy too. You know what I mean? But listen, let's right now it's it's not October yet. It's still September, and September is when football comes back, man. So, would you say, I guess, like almost like the school year, would you say that football's back in full swing?
Yeah, absolutely.
It is?
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. So, did y'all watch the game on Thursday night?
I watched a little bit of it, not the whole thing, followed it, but yeah.
What about you,
I
Fred?
watched a little bit of it.
Okay. So, how are you guys managing with these whole little changes, like having to subscribe to different apps and stuff like that? Because I think the Eagles game was on Peacock or something like that. And did you get like a free trial, or you actually just paid for it?
I got it through Hulu. It was just there.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why. I thought I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to watch it. So I actually didn't even. But I went to Hulu and it was there. And I was like, oh, all right.
It was there.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you,
I don't
Fred?
have Peacock, but I watched the game. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was on NBC, maybe. I don't know.
That's what
I did watch it.
But it said only on
Yeah.
Peacock.
I did watch it.
Yeah. I guess anything would change. It takes time for us to get to. But it's annoying. I'll be honest with you. It's
Absolutely.
more annoying because I'm like, I had Peacock, but that's because they pimped us. It was during a playoff game last year, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, yo, you can't watch this game unless you get it. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm saying, well, forget it, I ain't getting it. I'm bored. But then when the game, I'm like, yo,
What else?
all right, whatever. And I said, I'm gonna cancel it right away.
Nope.
I forgot I had it.
Never
You
canceled.
know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so who was playing? It was the Bills and Miami.
Dolphins.
Right. Which I mean, was that Josh Allen and them? I mean, they destroyed Miami. It was. I don't even think it wasn't interesting to me.
I think it was more the Dolphins didn't play well.
Okay.
Tua had 3 picks before he got hurt, obviously.
Right.
So they were in a bad shape before. I think this was more against the Dolphins and what they didn't do well than what the
Bills did
do
well. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you agree with that, Coach? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I think the big story yes, I agree with that, but I think the big story from the game was Tua's concussion and having to leave the game, and it's like now you're hearing the news that he needs to retire, and everybody's trying to, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that, and if the NFL, because it's been, what's this, his fourth? Or?
Is it third or fourth?
I think third, bad one.
Okay.
Bad one, right.
Yeah, where do you guys stand on his playing? Should he keep playing?
I personally think, he shouldn't be not allowed to play. Right. So it should be his decision, right?
I agree with that.
And I mean, listen, what's more scary? And that's hard to say. And let me be clear, I'm not trying to compare, contrast one, because they're both bad. But what's more scary? Tua, this concussion, or that Damar Hamlin?
I think the Damar Hamlin one was scarier because it was like a freak thing.
Right.
But Tua's is different because he's clearly shown a sensitivity to those injuries. So
right.
Hits that he takes, somebody else might take it might not affect him that way. Tua, if Tua was my friend, I would want him to stop playing.
You would tell him straight out?
I would tell him, I can't tell him what to do, but
right.
I would want to see him walk away.
Now, would you tell him, and I won't get to you, Coach, would you tell him to stop playing now, or would you have told him before he even started playing football not to play?
That's a good question.
Because was it who played? Who was in that concussed? Oh, was that Cooper?
That was Will Smith.
Oh, that's Will Smith. Okay,
yeah.
Where he was like, God did not invent football for man, or something like that. Like, you're not supposed to play football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, what's your take on that?
If I ever have a son, he won't be playing football.
Interesting. See, and I say the same thing. How about you?
Yeah, I mean, luckily enough, my kids have never wanted
to play.
But yeah, I don't see it.
Right. So it's interesting too, because now you have kids that play football, and we're all educators. How do you just, what I'm saying? As an educator, you want to tell them hey, man,
right?
You might want to rethink that.
Well, I don't.
You know what I'm saying? How do you?
I don't think that's your job, your role. I think I have, even in the school I teach in, or the the players I coach basketball that play football.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, that decision's made. Outside. That's out of your hands.
Sure.
And I think you can just support and. But like in a situation with Tua, if something like that comes along, then you might have to, if you have that relationship, be able to step in and say, hey, have you ever thought about X, Y, Z, and that kind of thing.
Now, if he was your friend, would you advise him the same way? Like, nah, don't play.
Yeah, I don't think. I think you get what you can get out of the game, and when that time has run its course, I think it's time. And I think the difference with the Damar Hamlin thing was that was a life-threatening injury or a situation at that moment.
Right.
Whereas I think Tua's is more of a long-term
exactly
type of thing that this is going to affect you the rest of your life. Like other than this, you're as far as we know, you're as healthy as can be.
Right.
But now you keep taking these hits and you're just putting yourself in a worse and worse situation.
Right.
For the rest of your life. So.
And that's a hard shout out. First of all, shout out to all the football players out there. Sure. Because that's a hard decision to make. Yeah. It's to say, listen, okay, I can make this, I'm going to get paid, but you know what? There's a price I'm going to pay, and I know that this is eventually going to happen to me. And they still do it. So I think Tua has the choice to say, listen, I'm already going to be damaged. If I keep inflicting this self to these things, it's going to be more damaging. You know what I'm saying? And that's where it's like you got to kind of, it's almost like, eating candy, right? I loved candy. You know what I'm saying? But after a while, as we get older, our teeth don't be the same like they were before. So I'm like, I got to chill. Because I remember I had a wisdom tooth crack or whatever over like a starburst or something after Halloween. I didn't get it fixed for like 2 years, bro. That means I didn't eat on this side. For 2 years, I ate on this side, yo. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's something that he's gonna have to kind of like balance. I think. I just feel like my heart goes out to him.
I don't know if you guys heard what Stephen A. had to say about it when he was talking about how it's a man's reaction to provide for his family, and he's gonna do, even at the detriment of himself, he's going to provide for his family. And a lot of people see that as selfish, whereas men, some men see that as that's my role, that's my job.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, I think there comes a point where, like, listen, I think you've provided pretty well for your family.
You've done good.
I think even if you leave right now, you still have more money coming to you, like from whatever you're guaranteed and all that kind of stuff. So I mean, at some point, like you just gotta. I don't want to say cut your losses because I don't think that's the right statement, but like
you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them.
Just big picture.
Big picture.
That's
right.
Yeah. Now, are we saying that because we are of a certain ilk and a certain age perspective? So I know I'm in my 40s, Marcus, you in your 40s, Fred, I'm sure you in like your early 30s or somewhere in there, right? So now Tua is what? Early 20s? Yeah, so he's that. I'm hoping that he gets that older. Now, whether I'm not sure if this has a father or something. I'm hoping that he gets that perspective because if he was my friend, I'd tell him, listen, bro. And friends I've told, like I got friends that unfortunately had, they were hustling, selling work, and I've said, hey, listen, how many times do you need to see that this may not be God's plan for you? Right. You know what I'm saying? So, but they'll keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? Now that's something that is, not life detrimental as far as dying. Well, maybe, but not. Right. But it's definitely life altering, right? And other people are affected. So I think, when Tua has to make this decision, it definitely has to. He has to think about his kids and his family. So Stephen A's right about it's a man's job to provide for the family, and to sacrifice and do what you got to do. But at the same time, they need you there, though.
Yeah, and I don't like Stephen A saying that because now you're insinuating that playing football is the only way or only skills that Tua has to be able to provide for his family. I mean, at this point, Tua has made so many relationships, so many connections. There are other ways he can provide for his family that don't put him in harm's way.
Right. To be fair, I don't want to take it out of context. I don't think he was saying that. I don't even think he was saying Tua should keep playing. I think he was saying if he keeps playing, this is the
reason why he's doing it. Right. Absolutely.
Some men think that way, and that way. So I didn't even hear the whole thing.
Right.
If he was saying he should keep playing or not, I just know that he was, which I thought made sense because he was comparing it to his situation where he's like, I don't see my family as much as I could. I don't have a relationship with my kids as much as I should or want to, but I've provided for them very well, and I do the best like that.
And that's always, you know what I'm saying, like, this is, listen, being alive in this world is hard, but being a man is hard sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of sacrifice. Same thing for women too, but for men, I'm only speaking for men right now. It's a lot of sacrificing. I would just tell Tua, listen, make sure that you look at Robert Griffin, RG3, look at the Jason Williams, look at, no, not Jay, not that one. You can look at him too, though. You know what I'm saying? Because he went to jail or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking, JASO, man, and from Duke or whatever. And look at those and then how they, turn their a sad situation, life-changing situation into an opportunity for you to be a broadcaster or whatever the case may be. So
and even that, like, there's so many people that we don't know of that have succeeded outside of sports after their careers, like in business and investing and all that stuff.
Right.
Like, there's so much stuff.
There's so much stuff that he can do.
Access, because of who he is, the access he has to rooms that the ordinary people don't. So.
Right. So just a sad situation though. Any other what the Eagles is doing? They got Monday night, right?
Monday night.
Versus who?
Versus the Falcons.
Okay.
They're honoring a certain quarterback as well.
Oh, let's get into this here. Wait a minute. Is this Oh, wait a minute. Is this a retirement ceremony?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Wow, on a Monday night.
About the retirement ceremony. Do you know I heard that they might just, there's no, big thing planned as far as I know. It's just they're going to, hey, Nick Foles is back and everybody's going to cheer and we're going to say hike.
Right, okay. But
which is what it should be because he's just another quarterback in Eagles system.
Or,
go
ahead.
Well,
or they bring back the greatest quarterback in the
franchise
history.
But that's the only reason why they're giving him a celebration like this.
It's what?
What do you mean? You said they're honoring him. They're honoring him. That he's being honored on Monday night. That's big, right?
Home opener too?
No, it's not.
What? Come on, Coach. Coach, come on.
We already had this conversation.
No, we did, but we didn't know it was Monday night.
What is? It's the first home game
and the home opener. Come on, Fred.
I'm with him.
Oh, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I mean, thank you. It speaks volumes. You still don't think?
I think when they brought McNabb back, what they did for McNabb will be bigger than what they did tomorrow.
You said when they bring McNabb back?
When they brought him back.
Oh, when they brought him back.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think that stadium is going to go crazy for the home opener, and they see Nicky Foles coming out there.
I don't think he's going to come out. I think it's just going to come to him, and he's going to go like this, and then they're going to be like, all right, back to the game.
You don't think he comes onto the field?
No, he's coming onto the field.
When?
In the beginning or halftime?
Halftime's 12 minutes long. They're not doing that.
Listen, I see my man ride a bike all the way up to the rafters. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what they're doing, but no, I mean, I don't think it's going to be. When they first announced they're going to do this, I thought it was going to be something very. Now I don't think it's going to be like anything big.
Oh man, I think all the clues are there. But anyway, all right. So they're going to honor one of the greatest quarterbacks, if not the greatest. I'll say the greatest quarterback in Eagle history. They're honoring him Monday night. What do you think? You got
who's the greatest quarterback in Giants history?
I hate to say it.
Why do you hate to say it?
Well, because I was a Phil Simms fan. I was a really big Phil Simms fan. But had he not got hurt and Hostetler didn't come in and he was able to win that one too, I would say Phil Simms. But it's got to be Eli. It's Eli Manning. Clear. I mean, what he did.
Clear. It just took you 5 minutes to get it.
No. That's because listen, we all have, and I'll just use your term. We all have fanboy moments. Like I'm a fan for Phil Simms. I always was. That was like my first.
I like Phil Simms.
Yeah, it was my first experience with a championship. You know what I'm saying? So, but I have to say Eli because what Eli did. It was just with that. I think he got cemented. He won two, but the one when they beat the Patriots, that kind of
versus the Patriots, right?
Are they really?
Yeah, he beat Tom Brady
He sure
twice.
did beat them twice. But the one when the Patriots were Oh, I'm getting goosebumps too. Well, that's right. You know what I'm saying? Nostalgia, baby. Because I was just watching the repeat. I'm telling you, when I tell you that I was scared, like, they gonna lose this game. And to see Eli do that magic, it's crazy. But that right there was just it's almost like a LeBron James moment with the 2016. You can compare that Eli Manning beating the Patriots, that undefeated team, with LeBron James. I love that question. Thank you.
That's a good question.
I had to thank myself for that one. That comparison to LeBron James beating Golden State. Big moments. Big moments. Big moments. You know what I'm saying? But the Giants are nowhere near that now.
I don't think we can say LeBron James beating Golden State. I think it has to be LeBron and Kyrie beating Golden State.
I mean, okay. All right.
And there's so many asterisks in that series.
This is why I give it to Eli.
But no, that's asterisk. We got to talk about that.
Yeah.
We got to flesh that out.
If Draymond plays Game 5, that series is over.
I agree with that. But that's not. My point is that Eli. I think when you say like Eli and the Giants, I think that Eli was the guy, right?
Yes.
Some will say LeBron wasn't the guy. Meaning, at the clutch, it wasn't LeBron. It was Kyrie.
Oh, come on. Wait, okay. We're saying who was more clutch? Is that what we're trying to differentiate?
The moment. So the moment of that series belongs to who? The moment belongs to the game. The
game winner, it got to go to Kyrie.
Right. So the moment of the series belongs to Kyrie.
So see the block.
That's not the moment of the series.
I'm not saying
that's an unbelievable play.
Right.
That's not the moment.
But
of the series.
Right, the moment of the series is when
the shot.
The shot. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you said the shot.
My moment of the series is LeBron complaining for 2 days to get Draymond out for Game 5. That's the moment of the series for me. Because that changed the entire series.
I'm learning a lot about you, FB.
That changes the entire series. If Draymond plays, they win. He doesn't play. Bogut gets hurt. Festus Ezeli started. That changes everything.
The moment of the series, when the series changed, and Coach knows this deep down, is when his guy was talking junk. That's when the
No, Clay?
Yeah. What LeBron said? What Clay said? And it was a wrap. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, some people, they're on cruise control until you start talking junk.
It wasn't a rap. It wasn't like he said, "Here, Kyrie, bring it home." That's why I'm not saying he made the right decision.
Yeah.
I'm not taking anything away from LeBron. I'm talking about Eli versus LeBron in this situation.
Okay.
I think I give more credit to Eli than I do LeBron.
Okay. All right.
That's all.
In that moment. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. That's true. I'll give you that. So, do we have the Eagles beating the Falcons?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I know is your team playing Sunday?
Yeah, we play the Saints.
Saints? Okay.
I was wondering if you guys were going to skip over it because I know the Cowboys lost.
No, we definitely.
I
I don't think that skip. I want to talk about this contract.
Right, Dak. See, and why did it happen
when it happened?
When it happened, like was Jerry Jones playing and toying with him the whole time?
I don't know. I honestly can't give you an answer to that. I don't know. The timing did seem weird. It came out around like 9:00 Sunday morning,
right.
Which is where you usually don't hear contract talks, especially the day of your first game. But I'm happy it got done.
Yeah. Do you think Jerry Jones, that was just a coincidence, or was that orchestrated? I think that was a play.
I think everything Jerry Jones is orchestrated. Right. They could have had that deal done Friday.
Right. So he said
Thursday night.
3 months.
Right.
So what do you think that did to Dak?
I think Dak's in on it. It's all entertainment at the end of the day. It's all orchestrated. I think that's why Dak was so. He made the comment about I stopped listening to what Jerry Jones said years ago. Like I think the contract was probably wrapped up around that.
Gotcha.
Because it was too playful of a statement, and Jerry Jones never responded to that.
And at the beginning, Dak was kind of like on the negative about it, and then he switched real quickly, talking about like, and it turned into kind of like playful stuff,
right?
Where it wasn't like. So yeah, I can see Dak being like not like we're gonna make this big deal out of it,
Right.
but like Dak's agent be like, yo, this is done. We're just working out XYZ.
Right.
We're good. Like,
Right. I actually think that Jerry Jones was probably thinking like from the door, like, yo, you know what? We're gonna give him the contract, but you know, he wants it now. I'm gonna make him wait. Okay. And I'm gonna give it to him right before the game as a way of trying to like pump him up and incentivize him. So I didn't watch the Dallas game or whatever, but how did Dak play?
He played. Oh, it's hard for the first few weeks. These guys don't play in the preseason anymore.
Okay.
So their first 2 weeks are kind of like them just ramping
yeah.
up. Did he look great? No. Was he solid? Yeah.
Okay. All right. So as per usual, he was just so he's.
I did see a really interesting. I saw a really interesting graphic the other day. He did like a blind graphic. They put up stats between two quarterbacks, and everybody was picking A.
Not counting the playoffs.
Not counting the playoffs. Not counting. But they were, and everybody was picking player A. Player A was Dak Prescott. Player B was Patrick Mahomes. So in the regular season, he puts up great numbers. Now, do we need to see stuff more in the playoffs? Yes. You need to see him raise his level or keep that same level he was playing in the regular season because he's been below par. But, I mean, Dak gets it going in the regular season.
Right. Yeah, I have absolutely no faith in Dak. I don't. I don't. I think that's
too early in the season to talk
about. Nah, it's not even like a trash thing. I think it's more like I've just been watching and observing him. Like he's kind of cocky a little bit, and you could tell when his confidence starts to wane. You can see it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just not a fan of Dallas either. I'm just be honest with you, Frank. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I hope that my Giants would do something different. But it's almost seeming like they're doubling down on Daniel Jones. And he is absolutely horrible.
Are they tanking? Are the Giants tanking this year?
For what, though?
I'm just...
Like, what's out? I'm not into college basketball, college football, so I don't know what's out there.
Shots.
How else would you put that team on the field if you're not tanking?
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, right. See, I didn't even.
You let Saquon walk.
Yeah.
You go back with Daniel Jones.
I didn't see it as a shot at first, but
how do you do
right?
Right.
It was when he said. It was when he said, "How do you put that team on the field?" See that. That's where I was like, "Oh, okay." No, but here's the thing. It's not even the team thing. It's how do you put Daniel Jones on that team? Like, how do you have him? How do you pay him all that money? And like you think that he's going to do what?
Yeah.
You gave him money like he was the next Eli.
Mm-hmm. Especially when there's nothing around him.
Yeah, I mean,
like,
who do they have besides Daniel Jones?
It's not like he's out there able to make guys better. He needs to be. He could and I don't know this, but he could be a serviceable quarterback on a good team where he didn't have to make plays. Like, just, but now you're relying on him to do things. That's a disaster.
Right, and that line too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the line is terrible. I don't know, and they suck. It's just that simple.
They're favored today.
Are they?
I mean, tomorrow they're favored.
Where's who?
Commanders.
Oh, okay. Well,
On the road though, that's good.
Really? They suck, man. Now, Daniel Jones. I actually think Daniel Jones doesn't make it past game 3 or 4. They're gonna put what's his name, Tommy D in there. I see him coming in there. Tommy, I think his name Tommy DeVito. Yeah. And he had his moment. He had his Jeremy Lin moment.
Yeah, he was okay.
Yeah.
They're not favored anymore. Sorry.
I was just changed, right?
I was looking at it.
So, but listen. You know what? Listen, football's back. Any other interesting games on? What's the game of the week?
I mean, we got Raiders, Ravens. We got Browns, Jaguars, Jets, Titans. Jets looked good last week.
Yeah, come on. No,
49ers, Vikings. No Christian McCaffrey again.
Oh, okay.
Chargers, Panthers, Seahawks, Patriots, Saints, Cowboys, Giants, Commanders, Buccaneers, Lions might be a good one. Colts, Packers.
Okay.
Rams, Cardinals, Steelers, Broncos, Bengals, Chiefs. That could be a good one.
Where's the Browns at? Who the Browns playing? Because I want to talk about Deshaun real quick.
Browns. Did I say that, man?
I think so. Sunday night game could be interesting.
Which one?
Bears and
Bears in Texas.
Bears, Texas.
To see
Okay.
Caleb Williams and
Yeah.
C.J. Stroud.
Okay. Yeah.
Browns, Jaguars.
Brown Jaguar. So I mean, listen, Deshaun Watson. Is he like P. Diddy? No, I'm just is he and Diddy kind of similar? Like,
it's one of those things where like something's got to be true. Like
yeah, see,
you know what I mean? Like
absolutely.
there's just too much. It's and it's not like when it happens all at once, you're kind of like skeptical. Like
everybody's
trying
on
to
the
get in.
bandwagon, right?
But now it's like it's over, it's done with, and now there's more.
Right.
It's like come on, man.
Right, and that's what it was because he got past the last one. It's like okay, and I think he spoke about it, whatever. But now you're back, like I don't know. When is it enough, or do you still sacrifice morals? Oh no, I'm sorry. Do you sacrifice talent over morals? Like, what do you do if you're the GM? What do you do if you're that team, that fan base? Do you root for him? Or what, what I'm saying? Like, what do you do?
The problem they have is that they gave him all that guaranteed money.
Right.
So like in most situations, they could cut him and then just take a loss for a year or so or whatever. But his whole contract's guaranteed, so either way, he's getting paid, which is the problem because he stinks at quarterback too. So it's like we're sacrificing morals for talent, but like we're not getting the talent.
We're not getting the results.
So
yeah, I don't. To me, I think that that he needs to. You know what it is? The dangerous thing with people, especially with him, is that when you can believe your own lie. That you're in trouble. You're absolutely in trouble if you sit here and lie and then you believe it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And he walks around. To be honest with you, he looks and has a behavior like of guilt. For me, you see it. You know what I'm saying? So and it's like everything these girls are saying is wrong. No, it's almost like when my daughter or my son come home and tell me, well, this one said this. They said this about me. I said, okay. Oh, now some parents may say, oh, who is he? Or who are? Show me right there, and then don't even take the moment. But me, I'm like, okay. Oh, give me the context of the conversation. I need to know, like, I need to picture. What did you? Because you said something.
Right. All right. Cool. Oh man, they said that. Yeah. All right. So what'd you say?
What'd you say? Because you said something. Right. You said something.
How did we get there?
Right. You wasn't quiet, and that's just not something that somebody says out the blue, out of nowhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I kind of feel like when I was able to, like with Puffy, right? Puffy, did you ever believe? I'm talking about before the tape, or before whatever we saw with him and Cassie. Before that, did you believe Puffy?
No, I always thought there was something. Because there was too many other little stories coming out.
Okay.
Him beating up an exec, or him going at somebody at a station here. Or,
right.
It was,
So you kind of like, he's guilty.
Yeah, I mean, once so many people from different sectors who aren't all connected are saying the same thing.
Right.
Like everybody's not just making it up in concert, especially with a guy like him who has power in that industry.
Absolutely. Right.
So,
what about you?
So, like, when it first came out with Diddy, I was like, nah, man, there's no way. Like, there's no way. This guy can have whatever he wants.
Whenever he wants.
Why are we doing crazy stuff?
Right.
But then it's just like this. Like, oh, man, more? Oh, this.
Right.
Oh, man. Damn, he did all this?
Right.
So like, at first, I was like, nah. Like, it was just like something happened. Whenever it first came out, I was like, nah.
But then eventually,
it just keeps going. You're just like,
Yeah.
And when you, like, I was a fan of his, like, growing up and all that. So like, when it's that type of person, like, I could care less about Deshaun Watson, but like Diddy, like, you're a fan, like, you don't want it to be true.
You don't want it to be true, absolutely.
So like, you're like, no, you're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
And there comes that. It's just a line that gets crossed. You're like.
Yeah, and that's what makes me feel like, so if you're in the management offices of the Cleveland Browns, do you even make that deal? I don't make that deal.
I personally wouldn't, because there's no there's no reward to it.
Right.
Right. Even if, let's say, he plays great, they win the Super Bowl, there's always going to be that article out there about his character.
Right.
And now when it starts to go left, it's like, this guy's not even good, and you gave him a chance, and you know his background, and you got to live with some more stuff might come out.
Right. You know what it is, FB? It's more on the of desperation. That's what, you know, when desperate people, when you're in desperation causes people to do desperate things. And I think Cleveland's been so bad for so long, they were just desperate. Yeah. And I'm sure that the somebody in the front office said, like, yo, we making a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And it's sad though. It is really sad. And you know, definitely prayers for those women out there that, you know, that, I mean, that's saying something where he just I think he got mad because she was taking too long or something, getting ready.
He couldn't find an apartment.
Couldn't find an apartment. They cussed that, like, what the F is that? Or something like that. And then and I could see him do, because that's, to me, that's his mannerisms. You know what I'm saying? And then just to lay on the bed butt naked, talking about massage my butt. Like, that's crazy. Right.
Might as well talk about Shannon Sharpe this.
Oh, no, that was coming next. That was setting it up. I said, I don't think, listen, man, I was married or whatever. I don't think I've ever said, listen, can you massage my butt?
Never.
Like, who is the butt massage? But anyway, listen, that brings me to, Shanny Shan. What's his name? Shay Shay. Shay Shay. Would you? Hey, Uncle Shay Shay. I would never call him Uncle Shay Shay.
No.
That's almost like that Cedric Entertainer joke, like, yo, just call me Delicious. He's like, yo, I'm not calling you Delicious. You know what I'm saying? So, but, all right, so I didn't listen to the thing, I'll be honest with you, but there apparently is something out there, and catch me up, sometimes I'm disconnected, but catch me up with what will happen with him.
So, my understanding is he accidentally went live on his Instagram when he was in the process of having an intimate moment with a female.
Okay.
And so all you can see is like the ceiling.
Okay.
But you can hear the intimate moment. And the grunts and the groans and he says her name a bunch.
Wow. And the way he's saying it and like how he talked to.
Oh yeah. Everything was in Shannon. Everything was in Shannon's
wow.
speak. It was
oh my gosh. Oh
so wow. I mean, it's pretty funny. Like, and all the memes that are coming out of it are phenomenal about it.
I gotta listen to it.
Yeah.
Now listen, is his moment, because I think I was talking to my brother and we were talking about comparing that moment, because I think he was saying that Shay Shay might be done on ESPN. Or he's done, right? And comparing that moment to like Paul Pierce. Like, you know what I'm saying? He thought that Shannon's moment was worse. I'm like, nah. Do you remember Paul Pierce?
I do remember Paul Pierce.
Right.
Shannon's
he
moment.
Was
yeah, it's hard because they were in two different places. Like, Shannon's so big at that network.
Right.
That it's like, you can't lose Shannon. Like, you give him a pass.
But he wasn't doing anything wrong.
What did Shannon do wrong?
He didn't do
nothing
Pierce
wrong.
what was he doing? Drinking, smoking,
smoking, all kinds of
saying crazy.
Right.
But I just think Shannon, Disney company, like you
see,
have
that
is part.
Wow. Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, we had Pee Wee Herman, and he got caught up in like a little theater or something like that. He got caught. No, he did though.
I think Shannon. It's interesting when this stuff like this happens,
right?
Because his first reaction was what? My thing got hacked. Right? Like, yo.
Right.
And everybody's like, yo, sorry, man.
Right.
It's something like,
Right.
You know, everybody's saying like, oh, he did it on purpose. I don't think that at all. Like,
now
he had nothing. I don't think he had anything gained from it.
No, absolutely no. This was really an accident. This was an accident.
Because I think he's on top of the game right now. I would think, in that industry, he's got all the credit in the world. He's got, he's built himself up to be something. Like, what was there to
good to me?
It's really
was it well.
I mean, my personal opinion.
I don't listen to this stuff or anything like that. But I think, but like, what is there to gain from it?
It's really hard to go on Instagram Live.
That's a great point. Great point. It is.
Because even if you flip up, you go on Instagram, you open the camera,
go through
you still got to go over 4 times.
You're right.
To get to the, And it's funny that he's promoting how do you say this, enhancement pills.
Oh, right, true, right.
He brought that up on
Right.
on his show a bunch
Yeah.
of times today.
No, yeah, right.
Whenever he did the recap with Ocho.
Yo, you're right. But you know, I don't know. I mean, well, how long was the video?
A minute and a half.
Yeah.
Right. See, that's what I'm saying. See, and that's why everybody's clowning. You know what I'm saying? That's the real reason. You know what I'm saying? Because if it was like 25 minutes, you know, they'd be like, oh, it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And he would feel good. He's embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, yo, listen, you just gotta be careful with your phone, bro. Just, whatever, even if it's accident, not accident, whatever, you just gotta be careful with your phone, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I've had that slip up, but I have been, reading reading my phone while I'm in the bathroom, and then something wacky happens, and it's like, do you want to go live? I'm like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? Oh heck no. So I don't know. I think he recovers from this.
Yeah.
I mean, people laugh at him or whatever, but it might have been a ploy for him, like you said, to do that enhancement thing too. You know what I mean? So
and so many things happen now.
Yeah.
And we're so desensitized to things.
Yeah.
It's all good.
This would have been a huge story years ago. Now, it's,
But I don't see him having repercussions or getting fighting like that. Paul Pierce had to go because he was wild.
And he wasn't good at his job.
No, he's better on the on that circuit that he's in, where you can say whatever you want to say. You know what I'm saying? He's better on that.
You can see even with him, KG be getting pissed at him. Like,
When KG's looking like, yo.
Right. They be funny though. So, but yeah, that's what's up, man. What's next on this?
Let's go to WNBA.
All right.
Had a couple games last night.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin Clark tour.
Okay. Now she played. When did she play? Was it Wednesday night or whatever night that it was on? And I asked y'all, would y'all get a jersey?
Yeah.
So she played that night, but they lost that game, right?
They've lost. Yes, they lost.
They lost that game. Yeah. So I haven't really caught too many games. But is she playing today? Because I'm watching today.
Tomorrow.
Oh, she's playing tomorrow. Okay.
3.
All right. I mean, listen. The only thing I saw that Angel Reese, she's done. She's done for the year, right? I just saw that. You know what I mean? So when did the playoffs start? That's the thing that I kind of want to see.
So the final, we're wrapping up here. Next week's the final week of the regular season.
Okay.
And then, so I'm sure the playoffs start right after.
Okay. All right. That's cool. I was watching a documentary when they were talking about how much things have changed from '97, and I didn't realize that they actually lost teams like the Houston Comets. I didn't realize that they're no more.
Yeah, right.
Wow. And that's because, even after winning championships, they were no more. So, so something, I don't know. I mean, listen, to where it's at now, like, it's wonderful. I think she was saying that players are making somewhere like, sometimes like 600,000, 700,000. That's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not equivalent to, say the NBA, but at the same time, they're not playing as many games either. And
it took the NBA how many years to get to that point?
Right.
It takes leagues a long time to grow.
Absolutely. So,
but they're in a good spot because most of these leagues that start have no backing. Like they're relied on by the revenue, whereas the WNBA is being funded in a lot of ways by the NBA.
right.
I don't mean that in a bad way. I just mean that can keep them afloat and get through sometimes that other leagues wouldn't be able to make it through.
Right.
So
Right. Because that's a great point, because that has really been between the WNBA and the big three. That's really been the only alternate league. Would you say that? Is that fair? Because I'm thinking about the Phantoms, from what? That's a hockey league though, right?
the Phantoms wasn't that like minor league hockey?
Is that? I don't know. I thought it was alternate. Is that minor league or that's alternate?
I think it's minor league.
It's minor league hockey. Okay. So then maybe I'm looking at more like the Philadelphia Soul.
Yep.
Right. What was that? The XFL or arena football?
Yep.
Right. So that was good and big for a moment.
For a moment.
Yeah, for a moment. And then now there's what, the XFL or something like that.
XFL, doesn't Rock have that now or something?
I think so. Yeah. So that seems to be okay. But the WNBA is leading the business in those alternate league, and I have to say that maybe Big Three is not too far behind. You know what I'm saying?
You like the Big Three?
I mean, I think it's like, you know, it's like. I mean, I don't know if you guys know music like that, but they had this thing called Koch Records at one time, and they called that the hip hop graveyard, and all the older hip hop heads would go to Koch. So that's like, they're like Koch Records to me. They're a place for the old heads to play. So the Mahmouds, or like, even LeBron would get, after a while, and they still want to get his, he can go over there and play. He'll never do it. He'll never do it. He'll never do it. It'll be the biggest play though. If Cube can get him to do it, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But Big Three's not bad though. It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not too bad. But that's it, man. Like, the last thing I want to talk about here, I know we still got that contest with Kelly Bundy, but listen, we got to find some more clips on Waldo and Kelly Bundy. But we're gonna come to that totality and finish that up and conclude that next week. So we're gonna finish that and then move on. But I was at the Wawa today, and I had to push the show back because Jason, I had to take him to the DMV, right, and get my the teacher's discount is amazing.
Is a teacher's discount at the DMV?
Not DMV, but the insurance.
Okay.
Yeah, like
which I need to look into because
who else
do I right now?
Travelers right now.
And what you got?
Aggressive, I think. I don't know.
Okay, listen. Go to what's his name? Plymouth.
Okay.
Yeah. Go there because they're handling the it's like 35% discount.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like it's
insurance can get crazy.
Very much so.
Get crazy.
Very much so, especially if you have an accident. You know what I'm saying? Jason had an accident. His insurance went up to like $500, $600. You know what I'm saying? For 4 cars, I'm paying under $5. Right. With 3 of them on full coverage. The teacher discount is what's up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So go there. But I was in the Wawa, so I'm in the Wawa. I'm eating my breakfast. And go to Rocco's too. I don't know if y'all been to Rocco's too. Everybody getting free publicity today. You know what I'm saying? But go to Rocco's. Have you been to Rocco's?
Yeah, I think my mother-in-law was down here and got hit, and she went over there.
Oh my gosh. Have you? Oh, so you never had it?
I haven't. No.
Yo, the breakfast. I mean, it was like a breakfast hoagie, like with a big long sausage pause, but and with an egg, scrambled egg, and banging. But anyway, I had a smoothie. And I saw these bags of chips. They were like calling me. And I said, and shout out to hers for trying to are they the originals of the crab chip, or is that, I think that might be Utz. They were the first ones to do something like a different flavor.
Yeah,
the crab chip.
The crab chip.
I love the crab chip. Salty though.
Yeah.
But banging. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got ranch dip or whatever, but sour cream dip. Banging. But I saw these things and I'm like, and I really don't like Hers chips. I went to the Hers factory. I don't like Hers chips, but I'm interested to see how these things taste. And I want to know if you guys would join me.
For sure.
Okay, all right. So there's one that's hot. So that now, Fred, you got the what?
The barbecue pulled pork.
Okay.
Carolina style.
Okay. Carolina style. Okay. Yeah. So now, do you eat pulled pork? Do you like pulled pork?
Not a big fan of it. I'm not a huge fan of it.
Okay, you like pork, but you're not pulled pork. Or you don't really eat pork?
Not for the most part. No.
Okay, that's good. That's good. All right, Coach, what about you? Pulled pork or you eat pork?
I eat pork.
Okay. You like it?
I mean, it's not always my go-to, but...
Okay, all right. All right, then what you got?
I have special hot stromboli.
Now, stromboli, you know what? I have to try a panzerotti. I never had one. Okay. So is a panzerotti and stromboli kind of similar?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the same thing. Okay. You like strombolis. Now, the hotness, though. Who likes hot stuff?
I don't at all.
Here and there.
Okay, so then I don't like it either.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll just taste one of those. Okay, and then this is the one that really caught me, was the Philly cheesesteak. I'm wondering, how do you build these flavors?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing that, is it a natural way of building it, or is it like an artificial way?
It's definitely artificial.
Okay.
As it says, artificial.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but let's try it. Let's just see, and let's just see. First and foremost, is
Smells hot. Open.
yeah, do smell okay. So now when you watch the game, are you eating chips? What is your go-to for watching the game?
I don't really have a go-to. It just depends, where we're at in life. Meaning, is it time to eat?
It's time to eat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might grab some chips or whatever. But
Okay. Yeah, I don't really eat chips.
I'm a pretzel guy. I like pretzels.
Now, like the Philly pretzel, you're talking about.
Philly pretzel or like the bag.
Oh, pretzel. I like pretzels too. Yeah, they good. Yeah, they good. All right, let's try one, man. Let's try one. Let's see how it tastes. All right, I'm gonna take two here.
Good. Just
doesn't taste like anything.
That's what I'm saying. Let's rotate. Yeah.
I'm gonna cleanse my palate.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. That tastes like what I had tastes like sour cream and cheddar. What that tastes like? All right, let's try this. They're hot. Taste a little heat. No, I don't taste that.
Yeah, and this
No.
tastes like
I'm
barbecue.
gonna taste like barbecue.
that's kind of sweet.
Yeah, this tastes like sweet barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's
That's what I feel about that one.
Yeah, that's it. All right, let's see this one.
Yeah, this is
That's sour cream and cheddar.
sour cream. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is like sweet barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
not bad.
Not bad. I mean, listen, shout out to hers.
They're trying.
Yeah, we're not trying to like dish you or whatever like that, but they were calling me. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because these are chips that, I'm like, wow, these things taste like pulled pork or whatever. But it's okay. Anyway. All right, listen, what's your final thoughts, man? Final thoughts, what you got going on for the week? Start with you, Fred.
This weekend, like Marcus was saying, fall basketball's getting started. I'm actually headed over to Philly to watch our guys play.
Okay.
Playing the City Basketball Love Interstate Showcase.
Mhm.
We're playing a team from Maryland, a team from the Poconos, so it should be good to see us play against some different competition. Kind of see what the 2024-25 version of the West Lions look like.
Okay.
How many guys are you missing due to fall sports?
I'll be missing 3 guys.
Okay.
Like three starters. So we'll look a lot different, but it's a good opportunity for the young guys to get some experience and kind of see what we'll have.
Okay.
I'll give some of your guys that might.
All right.
Set me up.
What about you? What about you, MB?
Same thing. We play over there. Same event. We play.
Oh, really?
We play
Okay.
5 and 7, I think, or something like that. So
Okay.
head over there for that. Other than that, watching sports and catching up on some things that when school hits, it's like I don't have all day to do everything that I want to do. So taking time when I have it to get things done.
Yeah.
So.
Are you? I know last week we were talking about this flow, early morning flow. How's that been going?
I was 4 for 5 this week.
Okay, dope.
But I will say it wasn't always early, but I did get my workouts in.
Okay. So you switched up the time a little bit.
Yeah, sometimes I just there was one day like I just didn't. These Apple Watches, right?
Okay.
If you wear your Apple Watch to bed, the alarm doesn't go off on your phone. Messed me up.
Oh,
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Never knew that,
Wow.
so I didn't get up. Anyway, but
Okay.
all good. But yeah, still on a good track. Feel good about where I'm at, and just gotta keep consistency is the key.
It is the key. It is the key. Yeah, same here, man. I had to. I gotta up the regimen. You know what I'm saying? I'll walk. I'll Forrest Gump it for 3-4 miles. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even need the radio. Like I'm honestly I'm just talking to God. You know what I'm saying? I'm meditating, whatever. And I love to do. I loved it this morning. This morning it was like it almost felt like a scary movie because it was foggy as I don't know what. And I'm out there with shades on and a bucket hat, looking crazy, talking to me. But I had to step it up. So doing these, doing squats and all that stuff. So that routine. I really want to do this 5 o'clock in the morning thing, but it's hard. It's hard. You know what I mean? Pause. But I just thought about that. But yeah.
I was just gonna let it.
But anyway, listen. Listen. I hope you guys have a good week.
Same to you too.
You know, definitely. And you know, Fred, I'm gonna have my moment. The moment's coming.
Which
I know. With your Cowboys, it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
You have multiple moments to jump from with all your teams. So.
I know. That's a good one. But anyway, listen. Doc Bryce here. On behalf of Doc Bryce, on behalf of Marcus Bullitt, on behalf of Fred Petit, we'd like to wish you a wonderful weekend, and we'll talk to you later.